Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I cover nostalgic, obscure, or otherwise strange content. Generally speaking, most of you who have been here before probably know that most of my content revolves around old things. Today's video is not about an old piece of content. In fact, it just happened this Christmas. Like, it's pretty current, which normally I wouldn't cover, but it's so strange and somehow happened completely off of my radar. And so I feel like it definitely fits into my wheelhouse of what I talk about here. Also, it was very highly requested by a viewer of the channel. It sounds like, you know, she has a lot that she needs to process when it comes to this, and I, after watching it, have a lot that I need to process, so this is gonna be like an experience for all of us to, you know, confront our fear and move on. No, it's not that bad, but it's very strange. It's the Grinch live musical thing that NBC did. Some of you may remember I did a video last October about that special Halloween is Grinch night from the 70s where they basically tried to make a Halloween Grinch movie, and it was bizarre. This is along those same lines because it's another attempt to like expand the Grinch brand in a way that I don't think is necessarily necessary. But I do want to say right off the bat, I don't hate everything about this show. I do think that the performers are really talented. I can see that there's a lot of work that went into it with the set design and everything like that. Also, these kids are adorable. They did manage to get a good amount of representation in this, which I haven't seen in any iteration of the Grinch, so hats off to them for that. So that's disclaimer number one. Disclaimer number two is just, you know, Broadway and musical theater is not my area of expertise generally, so most of my criticisms will probably be, you know, trash. I'm just reviewing this as I usually review everything, which is just from the perspective of a normie sitting at home watching this and asking all the many questions that I have, because there are in fact a lot of them. All right, let's just get into this because it is peak cable television.
The Grinch lived up there in the ice and the fog, and I lived there with him. I'm Max, his old dog.
So right off the bat, they've made Max the narrator of this one. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure who decided, hey, you know the dog that doesn't talk? He can narrate this one. Nothing against the performers. There's multiple that bring Max to life, but it's a strange choice. I was watching this earlier and my brother walked in and the first question he had was, why did they make the Grinch look like that? And my response was, oh no, that's not the Grinch. That's Max, the dog. And he said, oh, why then? Just why? And I said, I don't know. That's the truth. I just don't know.
Who likes Christmas? Who likes Christmas?
Also, right into the first song, you start to see another issue that I have with this. It's far too long. There's so many extra songs, and they go on for way too long, most of them, and most of them are not necessary. This is a whole song that's several minutes long about the Who's and how they love Christmas, which I thought everybody already kind of had established for them, but you know.
Who likes mistletoe and the falling snow?
Again, you're not looking at a musical theater major here, so.
Do you get the feeling they like Christmas?
Yeah, I'm getting the picture. Okay, seriously, I keep trying to skip to the end of the song so we can move on to the next section, but we're like 6 minutes in and the song is still going. Okay. It's a whole lot that just happened in the past 2 seconds.
Oh, sorry, English.
That's why you don't let a dog narrate, man. Oh my god. And as we get our first ominous look at the Grinch's hand that seems to be shedding a little bit, we go to commercial. And now when we come back from commercial, are you expecting to see more of the Grinch? No, we don't. We see a whole segment and song about Max the dog as he tells us his life story.
There is magic everywhere this time of year.
Where like 3 other actors come out and play him at different ages.
Scratch me.
Yeah, such a perfect path.
Again, not the weirdest thing I've ever seen. It is strange.
It wasn't that bad.
I don't know, the whole people playing animals thing, I have a whole Cats flashback and that's still seared into my brain. But again, like the whole theme of this is just most of this is not necessary.
I am able to roll over.
Yeah, the song just gets weirder as it goes on. Also, damn, that little kid is like way more athletic than I'll ever be in my lifetime.
Teenage Max, the moody years.
I'm not moody!
Alright, I love you, Max, but I don't really care about your teenage years. And then this is the version of Max that we see through most of the musical going from here on in.
I'm basically a dog.
Yeah, we know you're a dog, Max. I'm way ahead of you, Max.
People hug and don't ask why this time of year.
Max's favorite time of year is Christmas because people just randomly hug each other. Just randomly on the street. You're walking down the street and somebody just comes and gives you a big bear hug. That sounds terrifying to me personally. That would make Christmas my least favorite time of year if I'd ever experienced that.
It's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas.
What did you say?
Uh-oh, you've summoned him.
It seems to me, Max, that you may have just spoken.
The Grinch is so pissed off at the thought of Christmas that he overlooks the fact that this magical dog can talk, and he's just like, how dare you like Christmas, you mangy little wreck of a animal? I don't know why I just forgot what to call a dog for a second. I actually don't mind Christopher Morrison as the Grinch. I think that there's a lot of talent in this production, like I said before. It's just utilized in a very strange way. You know, we talk about things like that often on this channel, things that are just like, there's a lot of talent here, but what were they thinking?
And I hate all the Who's down in Whoville beneath. Especially you.
Me?
Look at you.
I mean, I did kind of double guess the sweater today, but it's comfy.
We're not here to enjoy ourselves.
I know I'm not here to enjoy myself. I figured that out a long time ago.
I hate your couch.
I don't... It's a chair, sir.
You hate Christmas Eve.
The whole Christmas season.
Oh, will you tell me why?
I don't know the reason.
For example, I feel like the Jim Carrey Grinch was actually a good way to update the whole Grinch thing because it remained very self-aware while, you know, updating the story in a way that is like, oh, the Grinch hates Christmas because everybody was super mean to him and basically discriminated against him. And that gives good reason. But in this one, they're just like, they have a whole song about how he doesn't know why he hates Christmas. He just knows that he hates Christmas.
I hate all the Who's. Don't ask me the reason.
If you hate it that much, you've got to have a reason, right?
Heel.
Whoa, 2 Maxes again. This posture gets me. I'm not sure why. So now we're checking in on the main Who family. They've named one of their kids Boo Hoo, which is hilarious and sad all at the same time.
It's Christmas Eve, the whole Christmas season.
They start telling the kids about the Grinch,
Children don't ask why, no one knows the reason.
which is basically what the Grinch just told himself and Max.
It could be his head's not screwed on just right.
So we're going for round 2 now.
You know what I think his shoes are too tight.
I'm sorry though, the kids are adorable. Like, there's no getting around that.
And he hates all the Who.
But why won't you tell me what?
We don't know. We just said we don't know. I don't know why you keep asking us. I don't actually hate the set design either with the lightning flashes and I know I'm supposed to be dragging this. It's weird. It's not all bad. I'm very confused. Maybe I'm broken. Maybe I've just watched too many horrible things. Maybe after Santa Claus and the Ice Cream Bunny, maybe I've transcended to a new level and I no longer can feel all the feels when it comes to how bad certain things are.
You're not nasty. You saved me.
I don't like the way he nuzzled the Grinch. It feels like an invasion of the personal bubble.
I needed a guard dog. You were the cheapest way.
Why did you need a guard dog, Grinch? You're the Grinch. Everybody's terrified of you. Are people breaking in trying to steal that lamp?
I gotta watch my, you gotta watch my, me too. Look, it's a thing about thing.
Yeah, you ever think about how maybe the Grinch doesn't really hate Christmas so much as he just hates noise and crowds of people? Because if that's the case, I kind of get that.
I feel horribly old.
It's kind of like every millennial just logging into TikTok. That's how we all feel, by the way. Oh, don't drop Max. Poor Max. So this director sent all these kids home with the task of practicing the kazoo. Did one of the parents piss him off?
Why can't they just go away?
Yeah, I don't think the Grinch is evil. I just think he's an introvert, dude. I think you just need somebody to be patient with him. I think this whole problem could go away.
And the Who's, young and old, will all sit down for a feast.
I like the motion of pushing an imaginary cape out of the way as he sits down.
Christmas Day is in a press.
Do you think the Who's are like this with every holiday, or is it just Christmas? Do you think they have like a 4th of July song? Do they just all go into hiding for the rest of the year?
I'm the top dog, and they give me conniptions.
The sound of the umbrella just like hitting the ground somewhere off in the distance is also funny to me. So the kids in town set up a sign to try to get the Grinch to warm up to them that says Merry Christmas Friend, but the R falls off, so he reads it as Merry Christmas Fiend, and that really sets him off. So the Grinch is finally like, hey, I'm gonna steal Christmas, because that's his whole thing. And both Maxes are present, and then we have this scene where the Who's are shopping at the mall.
It's not the gifts we give, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, so they're in a department store singing about how it's the thought that counts, not the stuff. Very conflicting messages in this scene. And uh-oh, here comes the Grinch walking in a very convincing disguise. And then this song is still going on. Remember how I complained about the last song being like 5 or 6 minutes long? This one's like 10 minutes long. It keeps being like reprised like 2 seconds after they've finished singing the original song.
My sister gets her shopping done by mid-July. Just a little cake to make her Christmas.
Hey, my sister plans ahead with her Christmas shopping. Let's kick her.
Thingamadings reduced.
A whimsical retelling of the plight of service workers at the holidays, isn't it? Also, who brings the whole family Christmas shopping? Like, doesn't that ruin the surprise? Also, I like this. The Grinch gets the material for his Santa costume by stealing it from a department store. Seems pretty ironic to me. Yeah, Cindy Lou Who wants this pretty red rocking horse. It's very expensive.
That red rocking horse there costs a leg and an arm.
The dad is very quick to suggest selling Grandpa.
Let's sell Grandpa, what's the harm?
What?
When prices go sky high and you're out the money shy.
Also, what is this song about being, going broke at Christmas and parents buying things for their kids? Is this production that's clearly aimed at children, telling children that Santa isn't real? That's sure to piss off some parents. Santa is, of course, real, kids. He really does exploit the labor of all of his elves, and you really should be upset about that.
How'd you do, sir? Do tell me, are you from these parts?
So nobody recognizes the Grinch, which he's very identifiable to me. Are you telling me that all these people hate the Grinch and they don't know anything about him? That seems kind of prejudiced and awful, doesn't it?
Oh, so where are you from, sir? And how long will you stay?
The Who's the baddies?
I'm from Houston, ma'am. Who S of A?
Houston? Who S of A?
Kids, say hi to the weird man.
Don't.
God damn it. So he lies through his teeth, gags over the thought of roast beast, and then plays himself out with a song.
About the one thing.
How did you forget the words, Grinch? They said it 35 times.
He secured those old antlers on top of my head.
We're at almost 40 minutes in the runtime, by the way. The original special would be completely over with by now. We're just getting to the making of the Santa suit part. It doesn't need to be this long, you guys. My God.
No choice always must obey.
I've got a battery to think about. My light's gonna turn itself off in a second.
Unique's what I am. I was different at school, kept my social distance before it was cool.
Okay, I don't think social distancing is cool. It's just, you know, something we have to do to save lives. It's not like a cool buzzword.
So I'm fiendish, so be it. I'm special.
Oh yeah, and this whole special kind of frames being unique as a bad thing because they tie it to like being alone, which doesn't make any sense because like everybody's unique, and just because of your uniqueness doesn't mean that nobody's gonna like you. What is it that we're trying to teach kids with this, you guys? What's going on?
No letters to open, no letters to send.
Like, I agree that the Grinch has been completely ostracized by the Who's, and they have some explaining to do because of that, but, the problem isn't his uniqueness. Very strange choreography in this bit.
Oh, does this make me look fat?
The Grinch is kind of thick in this one. He should be proud of that. He shouldn't be ashamed of that.
I hated to watch the Grinch.
Oh, thank you so much!
And then they wrote in this whole part where he keeps coming back and interrupting poor Max as he's just trying to get the story back on the road because
Try him in high def, I'm worth it.
I've got things to do, you guys.
Oh, I love your couch.
You can't take it back now. My imaginary couch is already insulted, guy. So Max and Grinch Santa, they go down the mountain and the thing because they're gonna do the thing and steal Christmas.
I'm not deaf. I just prefer my own reality.
I'm not deaf. I just prefer my own reality. I don't know what that means. The Who's are singing about Christmas again. Honestly, on a serious note, I really do wish they had fleshed out some of these characters more instead of just padding it with more and more and more songs about the same things over and over again. Like, you've got an hour and a half to fill. You should fill it with something of substance, you know what I mean? I don't even know most of these Who's names except for Cindy Lou and Boo Hoo, because how do you miss that? Oh, I just noticed that doll in the background. It's terrifying. I'm sorry.
Is that Santa at the door?
But Santa comes down the chimney.
If Fat Santa can make it, then so can the Grinch.
See, even the Grinch knows that Santa comes down the chimney. Shh, you guys, you're gonna wake them all up. You're not very good cat burglars.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
So he's stealing all their stuff, and we get a version of You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch.
Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch.
I know the garlic in the soul is supposed to be a bad thing, but I love me some garlic. Anyone out there on a dating app, add that to your bio. Looking for someone with garlic in their soul. So he breaks the red rocking horse because he has a cold heart and garlic in his soul. I guess that's the whole problem with the garlic thing. Oh, why did the milk have to run down his... Oh. Right, so as he's chugging the milk and it's all like running down his Grinch fur, I didn't think anything could be grosser and less necessary than that, and then this happened?
Oh!
Why? 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 I feel like I need to put space between me and the screen after that. Why? So now we're at the part where Cindy Lou wakes up and catches the Grinch, and he lies to her and everything like normal. I have to sneeze, but then again, I don't. You know that feeling? He lies to her and everything like normal, but then he makes her cry. Shame on him. And then she tells him that she had a bad dream, and then he tells her that he's all alone.
You're all alone
You're never alone with a mirror.
And then there's another song.
all the time.
Let's hear it for the single folk.
Hey.
Sometimes when you're all alone.
No, it's a ballad.
Everybody's having the same thought right now. Yeah, when the characters themselves hate the music, maybe you should cut some of these songs.
So this is how you'll always stay, my Santa for a day.
Okay, that's kind of cute though. Aw, she holds his furry little Grinch hand.
What's that spooky old nightmare that scarified you?
And then who did I see but our neighbor, old Grinch?
Yeah, but then he asks her, you know, what her scary dream was about, and she says the Grinch, and so he's offended. So then he goes back to his Grinchiness and ends up stealing everybody's Christmas anyway.
Santy?
I would have hugged the Grinch too. He's not really scary. He's adorable. I love the Grinch. We get a reprise of the You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch.
You're a mean one. Mr. Grinch.
I don't know. I don't know why those Who's are on roller skates. I don't know why they all have bowler hats. I've got too many questions and not enough time to get answers for anything.
Our dear home looks just like a tornado swept through it.
So then they incorporate Where Are You Christmas?
Where are you, Christmas? Why can't I find you?
A couple things there. One, they take it away from Cindy Lou Who, which makes me sad. Two, they somehow decided that they wanted the first, 2 bars to be completely out of focus while she was singing. And 3, I don't because in the Jim Carrey Grinch movie, Where Are You Christmas, isn't it about Cindy feeling like she's losing touch with Christmas because it's become about stuff and that's not what Christmas is supposed to be about? Isn't this the wrong place to put that song? Should they not be that sad because the moral of the story is that they bounce back and they're still happy to have Christmas because Christmas isn't about stuff? It's just, I'm confused. Everybody does a beautiful job, but I'm very confused. And the poor mom looks terrified and we're out of focus again. And then since just 2 seconds ago the Who's were so sad about not having Christmas, it should kind of perplex all of us that they're just singing like nothing happened. None of us are as confused as the Grinch himself, who goes into a full existential meltdown.
I'm cold.
No. You're one of a kind.
Again, yeah, he is one of a kind. Everybody's one of a kind. I don't think that makes him not cold. Can you imagine if you were just like, damn, can you bring me my jacket? I'm pretty cold. Nah, you're not cold. You're one of a kind. I don't know, man. I'm losing my sense of reality. But then he hears Cindy Lou singing, and then his heart starts to grow bigger.
Oh, it hurts, Max. It hurts. Make it stop. Make it cease.
I think he might have a medical condition. Isn't that the swelling of a heart might be a not so great thing in the long run?
Am I a Who too?
Yeah, not only does he question the meaning of Christmas in this one, but he starts having an identity crisis. He's like, oh shit, am I a Who? Have I been a Who this whole time? He doesn't die. He's a better person now, and he has to deliver the toys. You know, the whole Grinch thing.
Now, here's the thing nobody ever tells you when you live with a Grinch. At night, just before bed, he dresses up like James.
What? What?
Hey, I never got my snack. And how does it end? Who's? Tell the viewers the rest.
Oh, yeah, so he asks these Who's for a snack and then almost falls asleep, and then they nudge him awake, and then he's like, ah, yes, the Who's can finish telling the story for me, right? Look, I get it, dude. It's currently very late right now, and I'm pretty tired, but also you can't just quit on the job like that. You got a show to do. So the Who's are singing again. Grinch comes back, gives their stuff back. All seems well. He gives Cindy Lou her rocking horse, which 1, I thought he broke, and 2, if I were the parents, I'd be kind of pissed that they took credit for my gift idea like that, but whatever.
To be honest, the only thing missing was you.
I'll be calling.
Oh, this thing might be weird as all hell, but Cindy Lou's so cute. And then the Grinch conquers his fear of roast beast, and the musical ends.
Did you start the jacuzzi?
Sure did, Max. And good luck trying to find a rhyme with jacuzzi.
Snoozy, floozy, bugaloozy. Surely that's possible, right? Anyway, that's the end of the special. I've got a lot of thoughts. It was very strange. It was quite a trip. But it wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen, if I'm being honest. It was just kind of completely unnecessary, but, you know, a lot of work probably went in it. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Do any of you have like a Broadway perspective that can make sense of some of this for me? I don't know. I'm confused. I have more questions than I did at the start of this, and so I'm going to end this video here. Thank you guys as always for being here. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. Everything you do to support this channel means the world to me. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers. That's insane. If you're new here and you're a fan of nonsense, maybe consider sticking around because I post nonsense all the time. Ring the bell because my ring the bell because my upload schedule is as chaotic as I am. Forgot how to talk for a second, but I remembered. And remember, my name is Avery. I'm a YouTuber if you say so, because thanks to you guys, this is technically a YouTube channel. Thank you guys. Bye.